Are we here? Uh-oh. Can't tell if we're live or not. I'm hoping we're live. Are we live? Type a 1 if we're live. Do we got a 1? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, I see myself. Okay, there we go. Oh, that delay always throws me off. All right. What's up, Niku? That painting was pretty cool, man. I wish I could do that. All right, we got some 1. We got a 5. We must be doing good. Oh, man, I gotta like bolt down my monitor. Every time I like barely touch the desk, it looks like an earthquake's happening. So I hope you guys don't get motion sick, because yeah, we might end up with some problems there. So how you guys been? It's been a week. I'm getting used to the new time, and that's right, Flotality. What happened last week? Was I here last week? No, I was gone last week. Was I gone last week? Yeah, right? No, we did fonts. We did more fonts. Man, the brain is not firing on all cylinders. Let's do like sound check real quick. How's the music? Is it too loud? Can you hear me? Am I too loud? Be fair. We did the font. Okay, yeah, we did the font. Flotality says. Yeah, man, time flies quick. But let's see. That's right, because last week we were still at 6 o'clock. So now I'm getting used to the new time. The sun's still out, which is bizarre. For a little bit longer here, you'll see everything kind of grow dimmer as we progress. All right, so I got thumbs up on audio. These are hitchhiker thumbs. Do you guys have hitchhiker thumbs? Do they go like that? Magic tricks. Yeah. All right. So I guess, so last week we were talking about, at the very end of the stream, we were trying to figure out what to do this week, and I something reminded me of, oh yeah, there was a patches. And I had a book of these like weird patches, and I was looking for another patch I came across that was like a NASA patch, and I was looking all over for it last stream, and I finally found it, and it was this one, which is pretty cool. It's like a riff on the NASA patch, but it's if you missed it last stream, it has that 3D effect, which is super difficult to get in a patch. So that one. Yeah, and actually, if you were here a couple weeks prior, we did some layer styles where we got that effect too. Remember, by switching off the red, blue, green alpha channels on layers, and then you slightly move them around. So we had that stuff going. What's up, Strix? Daniel, it's 1 a.m. in Europe. Well, at least it's not what? It would be 3 a.m. last week. So what have you guys been up to? What I miss over the week, huh? What are you guys working on? Feel free to tweet stuff at me on the Twitters. It's just Evan Eckerd. Let me put it in the chat on my super loud keyboard. So, I like to do this when we're just cruising solo. Is I want to see what you guys are working on while we're working on stuff, and I like pulling it up on the screen if you guys don't mind, and going over work and seeing what you guys are up to. So Travis, I forgot to tell you, Travis is out of town this week. He comes back like tomorrow night, I think. So we wish Travis happy travels. I can't get words out of my mouth again. And he'll be back next week. And actually, now that I think about it, I'll be gone next week. So we're going to be like, again. And then hopefully the following week, we should be both in the same place for once. Wouldn't that be interesting? So we seem to be doing that a lot lately. Having to like go all over the place and be gone and all sorts of stuff. So let's see. So we're going to do, and before I switch screens, we're going to do space patches. And, I sat down late last night to look at some, and I realized they're pretty hard. So we're gonna try to fumble through a couple. I've got whole bunch of sketches. Come on, camera. So I'm gonna try to do. They're mainly circular stuff. I have a few that I want to try to tackle. Specifically, okay. So on this page, I can't see what you guys are seeing. Okay, so this page, I thought we would tackle. Where's my finger? This guy. And I looked up some like Latin translations and stuff to put in here and whatnot. This one I tried to do earlier and it was tough. We might tackle this guy over here. And then I had another one that, oh, these two. Okay, so this bottom one I thought would be pretty cool. And there's a whole setup for like the satellite thing. And then I wanted to do one with a TIE fighter in it. So we got to at least get to 2 of these tonight. And the TIE fighter is going to be the second one. I think I want to try this bottom one, which will be like a mission badge for, like, say, a Venus, what do you call it, like probe or something. And I know there's already been one, but we're going to make a new one. So, if you guys want to follow along and break out sketchbooks and pencils and papers and draw some circles, I got out the old compass and did some circles and, you know, sketch along. The cool thing about patches is that, you know, they're very, they are kind of difficult, but they're very, for the most part, basic, right? Because you can't get a lot of detail, for the most part, when you embroider patches, right? So stuff like this, I mean, there's some pretty decent detail in there, but it's mainly, you know, big, it's like big pieces of stuff. And where's that other, you know, it's like big shapes and big elements. So it's kind of like just a bigger logo in a sense. So if you guys want to follow along, let's make some space patches, huh? And, you know, you can make stuff up. There's a lot of good inspiration out there. Let me switch over to my other... where'd it go? I want the... dang it. This one? No, that's not it. Hold on. It's been a while. Where's the one? Where is it? Well, we can do this one for now. I got a screen where my little window's on the left because I don't want to. I don't want to cover up the layer palette and all that stuff. So, where did it go? We've got like 80 scenes in here. Well, I might have to just move it. Yeah, does this one work? Hey, you know, it'd help if I named these things properly. So let me show you a patch I was working on earlier. This is the one that if you saw posted on Twitter, this was one of the ones that I worked on earlier. And let me move this over here. There's some, if you've ever done just a basic search for, I just punched in NASA mission patches, and there is some pretty cool stuff. So have any of you guys, real quick, has anybody here tried to create one of these things before? And if you have, type a 1. If you haven't, type a W. And oh, here's one of the ones. Okay, so this was one of the ones that we looked at last week towards the very end. That this is in that other book, and this was one of these. This isn't so much like space related. This is like I think it has to do with test flights or something. So this is more Air Force stuff. But came across this one. There's some really good ones by Signal to Noise, and one of them in particular I liked was this Juno one. This is done by James. He's got a set of these that just look awesome. And you can see as we get into these the difference here. You know, well, not the difference, but the similarities as far as like they're big shapes. You know, they've usually got text incorporated in some way. And they just look pretty slick. So this was one. There was one of my favorites is by I think Shepard Fairey did this one. And this one, I remember coming across this. I forget how old it is now. I want to say it is a couple years old by now. But I was always just like, like, man, that's pretty cool for a patch. You know, I'm very impressed by this type of design, and I always thought this was pretty slick. So, and then I came across this one, which was pretty cool, with Groot and Rocket. So, you know, these aren't even like the well, I think this one might be, I forget, this one might have been just for fun, but you know, I think this one's an official one. Don't quote me. There's Hadfield patch, which is pretty cool, with the I think that's the space station on there. There's even like I like how they take patches and then incorporate, like, the NASA badge is well known, right? And then this one's got the how they integrated the Flight Research Center off on the right, which I thought was pretty cool. So big bold shapes, you know, it's real simplistic, and they just look cool. What was that other one? Oh yeah, I got a kick out of this one. This is the other one that I saw that why I wanted to do a TIE Fighter one. Came across that one, Millennium Falcon, which is pretty cool. And then, you know, a much more simplistic, traditional method are like patches like this, which, like, this is just, it stands out. It's so just, you know, everything about this, like a design like this is just super. You know, it's got strong shapes. It's very few colors, and it just looks sharp, and it can be scaled pretty well. So we're gonna try to make our own patch and see what we come up with. And I want you guys to make your own, right? I want to see what you guys come up with too during the stream, and I want you to tweet them at me whenever you can. I want to see works in progress. I want to see finals. If you get to a final, I might be lucky if I even make a final one. But you know, wherever you end up on kind of the I don't want to say lifespan, but you know what I mean, the timeline of creation of one of these patches. I want to check it out. These were some others that I thought were pretty cool. Oh, there was I think it was a Russian one. Where did that one go? Did I not save it? This one's kind of cool, Orion. So a lot of these, there was one. Okay, I gotta show you one more that I came across. It was called, I don't know what the story is of this patch, but I saw it somewhere, and thought it was pretty cool. The Dog Crew 2 patch. So, I don't know. So you can make a patch out of almost anything. What's up, Wolves? I see Aiden. Evan, did you eat Travis? Do I look like I ate Travis? So I went through all those kind of quick. Daniel's rewatching the Star Wars series. I'm curious, Daniel, what order are you watching them in? Because that's you know, it's interesting. Which it's hard to go in chronological. I mean, well, as far as, you know, movie timelines are concerned. Nice, Aiden. Can you check my twitchy rabbit? Says Flotality. Well, let's check it out. I see there's a couple things. Oh, that's turn that into a patch. I want to see that as a patch. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that is Drifter's dog, isn't it? Does he have two of them now or one? I forget. Pretty cool. Oh, okay. So we're gonna be using what is this we have here? Says Adam. I don't know, Adam. We're trying to figure it out. So we're going to just go ahead and get started. I wanted to show you something else kind of cool. I don't know if you guys use the Adobe mobile apps at all, but ooh, I almost just broke my mug. I wanted to take these sketches, right? So we got these sketches, and you can use the, I haven't officially tried this out yet, but I was told it works, is the Creative Cloud app. The Creative Cloud app, right? And you can simply take a picture. So you get this menu, right? And want to say take a photo. Gotta tell it to allow photos. All right. Let's see. There we go. Take a photo. All right. So now I'm gonna take a photo of those two patches. That. Now I should be able to push these directly to my library. And before I do that, so let's load the library up here. And make sure, all right. So, okay, got it. So now I want to take this and I want to, where is it? I know I came across it that I could push it to a library. No, I don't want to publish to Behance. It's in here somewhere. Or let's see. Oh no, I gotta go to libraries. Okay, so I want to add. No. Move. All right, why can't I figure this out? Oh, come on. Why isn't there just a... If I... It was on here. Man. Let's see. We'll go back to this one. Okay, so here we go. Let me do this again. This will work. All right, got the picture. Okay. Now I should be able to just push this to my library. Let's load in the preview. Save to CC library. Click. All right, so it's saving. So we should see it just pop up on my little library panel there. Except I think my phone's not wanting to cooperate. Okay, it's complete on my phone. So last time I did this, I saw the library just kind of auto refreshed on its own. Let's make sure that all libraries are up to date. Okay. Okay, there it goes. It's refreshing. So the little spinny icon's coming on. And it's got to be downloading. I think it's a big file is kind of the issue. So, okay, there it is. So new composition should be this guy. So I'm going to open a new document. Let's do, I like 1280 by 1280. Okay, so I should just be able to drag this right out onto the stage, or onto the artboard stage. That's a, that's an old director thing. All right, let's scale this down. And there we go. So, pretty easy to do if your phone cooperates. Now, I didn't take a perfect picture because there was a nice bend to my sketchbook. But we're going to use this as kind of just the, you know, the sketch, the roadmap, the base that we're going to work off of and make our things from it. So, I just called it a spinny icon, Aiden. What's wrong with it? No, new composition. I didn't use Creative Cloud after all. I used, it's called Photoshop Mix. And it allows you to, I guess it's kind of like a miniature Photoshop, but it's also really good to just take pictures of stuff and then have it sent to your library, amongst other things. So it's just a bunch of projects. And yeah, there's a ton of apps for Adobe apps that I still need to go through and play with them all. I was playing with the Lightroom one earlier today, and I really like the Lightroom one. I wish there was an easier way in the Lightroom app to just push to libraries as well, because you can manipulate the exposure. You can do a lot of things with your phone's camera, right? And have it act like have more control to it. All right. So If you view Star Wars from it's Luke's way to become a Jedi, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7. Wait, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7. The what? It's Luke's way to become a Jedi. Okay, so you don't watch episode 1? That's interesting. So you skip Darth Maul, huh? Daniel, I still have a scanner sitting next to me. I need to probably just put it away. I haven't used it in that long that it doesn't really matter anymore. All right, so another thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and double click on this layer and then dim the images out, because I don't need to see. I want to work on top of it, but I don't want it to distract from what we're trying to do. So let me make some room here and pull my palettes up. All right, we're good. Ooh, all right. Rogue One was awesome. I have high hopes for the Han Solo one they're doing, young Han Solo. Okay, so this patch is going to have let's see, Venus. So Venus is kind of an orange planet with kind of this marble effect on it, like this. So I want to have, I want to have the planet kind of looking like this, but I want to keep the colors down. So I only want to use like 2 colors. So we'll keep that open as reference. And Flotality wants us to check out his bunny. The twitchy rabbit. He does look twitchy. Pretty cool. All right, let's see. What else we got? All right, so let's see. I like to also turn my rulers on just because it's habit these days. So Control R is a shortcut to do that. And I want to go ahead and align the. I want to align everything to the center of the artboard. That makes working just easier. So I want a couple guides. And we're going to align these guys to center. I know if you guys have watched me before, we do this. I do this quite often, getting guides dragged out and finding the center point of the document, so I can just kind of work against it. Lock guides, and so if you have the align little window palette thing open, and if you have options turned on. So by default, you might see it like this, where options are kind of hidden. If you go to show options, you get the distributing and the align to, and you can align to selection and align to artboard. And I've been trying to use align to selection a little more often too, just to kind of have some variety and everything. So there are some situations where align to selection comes in really handy. Actually, I just did a card back for a Twitch thing. I can't even think. I don't know what's going on. And ended up having to use align to selection quite often because there's just too much going on the artboard. So I usually have align to artboard tagged on, and that way when you do stuff like we're going to draw a circle for the outside of our badge, right? We can just simply align it by horizontal and vertical, and boom, our circle is in the center of our document, so for our artboard. And I'm going to kind of just bump this guy down, even though the angle of it is all messed up, but it's going to give us an idea. So there was a Venus, I don't remember if it was a mission to Venus or not, but it was called Magellan. There was the Magellan mission. Was that the one to Venus? Let's look it up real quick. So the Magellan mission. Magellan spacecraft was a Venus radar mapper, which is we're doing the second mission. Then we're doing the Pizarro mission. So I was writing down other explorer names that might sound good, since Magellan was an explorer and Pizarro was an explorer. So we're going to call this one Mission Pizarro, and it's unraveling the Morning Star. And the Morning Star is the nickname for Venus. So we're going to incorporate that. And then the year this thing's going to happen is 2023. So just for funsies, we've got it written out in Roman numerals. We might be able to integrate that somehow. And then we're going to try to incorporate all of this into our little circle here. And before I go totally blind with this green color, let's switch it out and we'll get started here and see what's going to work. So let's see. We've got spacey colors, right? So we need kind of a backdrop. The other thing, if you might miss, when you look at these patches, and I've already lost my my folder here. You know, a lot of them usually have some sort of thick border, and there's usually like an inner border and an outer border. And the outer border is actually now I might be wrong, but that's more to keep the patches like sturdy. Like they'll have like a ridge around them, like a thicker border, so they don't they don't start to unravel. So it kind of doubles as like a secondary thing, right? These type of patches, because when you I mean, there's ways to just like cut out a patch and like essentially burn the edges so it doesn't unravel. But you'll see this used quite often where it's a border, and it has a double a double usage there where it keeps the it keeps the patch from unraveling. So we're gonna include this. Oh, here they are. These were see these two bottom ones? I thought those were pretty cool. I have no idea what they say, but don't those look cool? They're just like big, simple shapes, and they look pretty awesome. This is pretty cool. It's really intricate, but I saw these two and thought that's cool. We could, something like that might be kind of cool to make. So that was the other kind of reference, and I think I showed you all of them. There was this second arc one that I came across. I don't really know what it was for, but that looks pretty cool. They use the golf ball as a planet. This might be another Shepherd Fairy one. I don't know for sure. And then I had also come across this guy. So some cool stuff floating around out there, and a lot of inspiration to look at. You just want to do some searches for NASA mission patches and stuff. All right, so all of the space shuttle mission patches. Ooh, if you got if it's like a free link to share, feel free to post it up in there, Miedo, so we can check it out. Craig's here. Everybody say hi, Craig. So here's another thing that I like to use when picking colors. I like to use the HSB setup for the color palette over here on the right. HSB is kind of cool because it's separated by hue, saturation, and brightness. And there's a lot of times I run into where I don't want to change the the hue of a color. I just want to make it like darker sometimes. And so this setup, and you can change it on the options drop down when you switch from. It's usually set to RGB. If you have your document color set up as RGB, it usually defaults this one open, or it defaults CMYK if you got it set up for print. But I like to switch over to HSB, and then I can start to pick colors and manipulate I can pick just a random blue, and then say, make it super bright or super saturated, mute it down, stuff like that. So the HSB thing comes in kind of handy, and I've been using it like it's my go-to these days. So let's see, for this one, let's do, let's kind of throw a little bit of red back in here, and I'm going to start dragging swatches into the palette here. And I'm just double checking on stream that you guys can see everything. Yeah, okay. So Let's start with this blue. So I'm going to drag it. Actually, before I do that, we're going to create a new color group, and we're going to call this patch colors. Just trying to keep things organized. And click OK. And then I'm going to start, see how it made like a new little folder icon down here? I'm going to start dragging my colors down to here just because time and time again, I will start dropping them in here and digging around and can't figure out where my color went. Hey, thanks, Swamp Meat. Hey, Swamp Meat's here. Thanks for posting that link. It's shuttle. Ooh, there is a ton of stuff in here. Oh, that's, yeah, this is a perfect link for you guys to check out. There's some hand-drawn patches in here. That, right on. Oh, I like the Space Lab one. Check that one out. That's pretty cool. This is a cool shape, you know, an overall shape as well, where it kind of breaks out the bottom here. I like that. So you guys, if you're looking for inspiration, the link Miedo just posted is really good. Just start clicking around and seeing what's in there. Wow, some of these are like got a lot of stuff going on. That might be a little too crazy for my blood. There's a lot of like thinner lines happening. So in the type seems pretty close to the edges here, but I like the you know, the overall idea for that one. That's really cool. So click around, see what we got. I want to know what the, see, this is kind of cool. Is that Bank Gothic, the font? I like how the shuttle is just two colors. It's a dark gray, well, except the flame coming out of it. It uses the background of the black for the engine, then it's just a dark gray and a white. So very simplistic and very cool. 125, STS 125, man. All right, so let's get a move on, yeah? The bottom Russian patches say Space Forces Russia. How did you punch that in somewhere, or did you just know it? Because that's cool. I'll have to show you the Latin stuff I dug up for some of these other patches. So especially when we get into the TIE Fighter one, there's some, you can see it right here. This Restintia, I don't know how to pronounce it. It just Vastator. Which now I read it, I forgot what I looked up. It was like Destroyer of Resistance or something. Destroyer of the Resistance. I don't remember. But it's like, wait a minute, Latin might be kind of cool. So for this one, how do we want to start this? I see. Subliminally, I had the planet, you know, dead center. And then we had the satellite looking thing to fly over it, but I've been like, you know, I draw a lot of information from, or a lot of inspiration from that one arc one. And I don't want to like, I don't want to rip it, you know. This has, you know, very similar kind of setup. So maybe I'll try it at an angle, you know, maybe so the satellite kind of breaks a circle on the right or something, and the planet's more on the left. Maybe that'll work. Let's try that out and see how it looks. If it just doesn't look right, then we'll center it all up and try it again. So I wanted to show off the planet Venus, and we'll have to figure out how that's going to work, and then give it kind of a almost like a flare around it to make it, you know, give it that morning star nickname, and then we'll work in the satellite. Now I was thinking we could do kind of a color shift. You can see this V shape or this kind of A shape coming down. I figured it would slightly change the color behind of everything behind it and give it that effect of it's like scanning the planet type thing. So that's the goal, and then we got to put the words around it somehow, and we'll use Type on a Path tool for that one, and then just cross our fingers and our toes that it comes out looking somewhat cool, or may want to, or, you know, and not make me want to throw my computer out in the pool. So we'll see where we get. And yes, that is a thing. Don't ask me about printers. Me and printers don't get along. I mean the actual electronic devices. So we'll just get started here. If you guys want me to stop and show you anything, that we're working on, or that I've done, and that you have questions like, how do you do that? It's funny. I'll come across like little Instagram videos of people doing stuff in Illustrator, and even I'm like scratching my head sometimes, like, how did this person just do this? And it's usually like the last one I came across, it was somebody working on a font. And the way this person did it was he managed. It looked like he took one path and like drug it out, and I couldn't figure out how he did it. And right away I just copied the link and sent it to Travis. Travis, how'd this guy do this? And he writes back and he says, the first comment below it says how he does it. But if you see me do something and you want me to do it again or show you how it's done, feel free to ask. Craig, one of these is on it. It's gonna be on its way to you. There's still some space in the box, and I need to fill it with stuff. I'm thinking like another one of these might fit. There we go. Hey, Matt Guyver. Yeah, it needs more wizards. Too bad I can't draw wizards to save my life. Matt was here last week, and sure enough, there was a lot of wizards in that book I got. It's like, oh, you want a tiger? Well, guess what? I can draw a wizard. All right, so let's see. We want to give ourselves enough room for the satellite. Maybe what we should do is we'll leave it like this, and we'll do kind of like a satellite shape first. And I'm going to try to use more of just like perspective tools and whatnot. So let's try just kind of drawing this guy out in basic shapes, just a straight view, and see if we can use like perspective and distort to just, to do one side of this little satellite thing and then do the other side. Oh, I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. Polygon tool. And I'm just going to use basic shapes and see where it takes us. Ooh, triangle. Ooh. Okay, so actually, here's one of these situations where align to selection makes sense, right? So when you come over here and you select align to selection, what does that do? How does that work? Watch, I'm gonna mess this all up, but in theory, it works. But I'm driving, so here we go. So if I click align to selection and say I want this triangle, say all these pieces are kind of jagged, right? And I want them all to be, centered up on the horizontally, right? This one, the horizontal, like that. No, we want to, we want vertical. Yes, vertical line. I'm getting there. Hold on. So we can select all of these, right? And then as long as we have align to selection checked on, ready? I should be able to hit vertical line center, and boom, it aligns everything vertically. Whew, I'm glad that worked. So I'm gonna switch this back to artboard before I really mess anything up. But that's when align to selection comes in super handy. So something like that. And actually, let's zoom in. I don't want this triangle to be so blunt. It looks like the spike on like a tire you'd see in a Mad Max movie. So let's make it a little bit rounder, make it a little bit happier, right? Because we don't want to puncture your tires. We just want a nice little thing on the end that's holding the satellite rover thing together. Doesn't that sound right? Yeah? Just nod yes. It's okay. All right, so now we're gonna go back to the pen tool, and we have, see this little kind of three-dimensional part that's gonna, we'll have to figure that out when we get there, but I'm gonna draw, and I'm just totally making this up. I saw like a picture of a satellite, and it had like kind of this umbrella thing in the middle. So I don't know how close we're gonna get to that, but it was kind of cool. Like if you ever like satellites look like it's funny. They really look like the most fragile things in the world, and they probably are. No, I don't want satellite TV. I want to see a actual satellite. Okay, so some of these guys, you know, they're actually quite big. But I come to Google often, but I don't care. But really, you know, they don't they don't look like there's much to them. Here's one with kind of the radar. You know, this was the umbrella shape. Well, this wasn't the exact one, but you know, they have kind of a radar shape. I mean, this is different though. We want like a probe. Maybe we should look up satellite probe and see what that looks like. So see how it's got like this kind of this polygon shape. It's not really a circle, but it's, you know, it's more of a, it's got a lot of flat sides to it. And I don't know how many of these are actually legitimate probes and how many are just rendered like sci-fi stuff. But you know, we've got kind of this boxy shape. They all have the panel wing looking things. That looks like a ceiling fan. I like that one. I want the ceiling fan probe. I got one, I think. So, you know, there's a lot of different. Look at this guy. That can't be a real historical spacecraft. Is that a real? I mean, these look like something I pulled out of my barbecue. Yeah, but yeah, see, it's technology, and then you can use it to cook burgers. So there's a lot of different shapes we can play with. I kind of like the more like wing looking thing, just for a visual effect, I guess. I guess now I think about it, that winged look must be more of like a space station type thing. I bet that's what it is. So ours is going to be a mixture of a space station probe burger flipper. Yes. With an umbrella. Ooh, look at this guy. See, that might be kind of cool. ALPSAT title. That looks like a flower. And that looks like a... It looks like the helicopter Inspector Gadget used to fly. Okay, so we're all on the same page, right? Probe. I mean, look at Sputnik. Satellite rover thing. Sounds better. Is that Daniel? All right. Yes, I was reading that. Venus is, the nickname is the morning star, evening star, which is funny because it's not even a star, but from here it looks like a star. Space ceiling fans grills. Yes, maybe that's the next patch we do, is the sci-fi sci-fi griller. It's the 2050 George Foreman in space. Let's see. So, you know, what does the... let's look at Sputnik satellite, just because. Okay, so Sputnik... Dang, all right. That was what it looked like, huh? It's, yeah. It's a chrome steely with antennas. Yeah. Dang, that's pretty cool. See, that look, that reminds me of it. It totally fits the time it was built, you know, 1957. And then there was a second. Was there a Sputnik 2 or just one? Is that really what? No, what is this? That thing looks like a giant torpedo. Wait, that's not the one that had the dog in it, is it? I need to read up on my my space facts and see what all of this stuff is. Poor dog. Anyhow. All right, so let's keep, Evan, what name should I use for my patch? That's a good question. Well, Kratos is Sci-Fi Barbecue. Why not? How about Mission Ridiculous? What should the probe look like? I don't know. Cannonball? All right. Okay, so let's get our kind of shape going here. And I love live corners because I can just kind of soften everything up just a hair. You know what? It'd be cool if I could, like, let's offset a path here so I can get like a bevel out of this a little bit. I think that'll work. Object, path. Can't I do this and then select bevel? Preview. Yeah, I just want to give it like a 2. Maybe like a 4. There we go. We get more of a thing like that. So I give it, just a little more interesting shape. And let's actually make these longer. And then we will do align to selection. Again, vertically. Awesome. All right, so now I should be able just to Control C, Control F, right? And then if you punch the letter O, that's gonna go to mirror. Is it mirror? Transform. Reflect. Sorry. It should go to reflect. So if I press O, you'll see the cursor change. And if you hold Shift, I can drag to the left on this one, and boom, I have just mirrored my shapes. All right, so I'm gonna get them close, and I think that might work. We'll get started with it and see how it pans out. I do need to join up these points though. So if I use the direct select and grab these 2 points here, Control Alt J to average, and that'll put both points right on top of each other. Hit OK, and then hit Control J, and it'll join them up. And let's do that for the bottom too. Control Alt J to average on both of the axes, I don't know, and then Control J, and boom, this is now its own shape. All right, so now if you grab this point, you're gonna move everything. All right, so let's make this guy, let's make him a little bit bigger like that. All right, so this is gonna be kind of our, that we're gonna start with for our probe shape. Maybe let's do a little more. I wasn't planning on doing more detail, but let's try to do some stuff here. And I'm thinking maybe we should look like these 2 pieces are kind of held together, and then we'll kind of cut out what would look like a. If we select all, Control M for shape builder, hold Shift. Let's merge those 2, and then let's kind of notch out a piece to give it a little bit of depth. So we'll just use the pen tool, and we'll make a couple shapes here. Control C, Control F to paste in front. O to mirror, and then I want to. I'm gonna group these shapes because I want to center all this stuff up horizontally. So now I can go to make sure it's on selection, and I can click the horizontal one, and it just centered everything up. So now I can also press Shift M to go into Shape Builder, and hold Alt and get rid of these little notches now. All right, so now. See, it gives it kind of it almost looks like a little bit of a shadow is what we just did. So that's going to give it a little bit of depth there. So, oh, no problem, Jason. All the satellites in an amazing poster. How did, what? Wow. Okay, look what Matt just posted, guys. Did you look at the link? Poster's giant. This is cool. Look at all the junk we've shot into space. Wow. So these are all, man. Is this what it is? It's all trails of satellites and probes and just things that we've blasted into outer space. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. So here's this little thing, the Hayabusa Itokawa. That kind of looks, you know, kind of like a little bit of a simplified version of what we're trying to make. What else is kind of close? Let's see. Untargeted Spitzer Space Telescope. Where is that flying to? That's number 37. Oh man, those numbers are so small. How do you figure out where they're going? And the best thing about this poster is it still says Pluto. Thank you to whoever made this. I'm not calling it planet, whatever its number is. It's a planet in my book. I grew up with it called a planet. It's always going to be Pluto. Let's see. Where's the ceiling fan ones? The Viking Orbiter. Looks like a ceiling fan. The Mariner 4. This is really cool. I want to buy this poster. Oh, these were Mars ones. All right. The Mariner 4 and Mariner 6 and 7. That's really cool, Matt. Thanks for linking that up. I hope you guys are bookmarking this stuff. It's going to come in super handy. And let me check Twitter to make sure if any of you guys if you got sketches, I hope you're sending me some sketches of what you guys are planning on doing. I don't see any sketches. Come on, people. Just kidding. If you have sketches, though, post them up. I want to check them out. All right, so that's a pretty cool coaster. It's a little rock. Oh, Strix. It was off-centered on purpose. It's like it's not joined. That's where it should be. It's not joined off this guy. In fact, I was thinking there might be like two of them. Like what if we did, you know, like it was two panels. So a quick way to do that is we're just going to simply, what is a quick way to do this? Because I want to copy that. So let's see, Control C, Control F. Because then we want to have another one. Let's see. All right, and I'll try to even this up. Like down here. So align to selection. Should be able just to notch it out this way. And yes, we went horizontal. And then Control M. I should just be able to do it like this and like this. Then hold Shift to merge them. And now we've got like a picnic table. All right. Maybe like that. All right, and then let's align these vertically again. And I think maybe we should just notch out this guy too. So if we kind of round this corner, you know what? Let's not round these corners, and we'll do a bevel thing as well, so it matches the other one. So let's just redraw this real quick. That might be easiest. We'll just draw our kind of diamond shape, and we'll actually let's vary it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's start this over again. We'll just start fresh. So I'm thinking, what if it almost looked like it was kind of two pieces? So if we did something like this, and then the other piece to kind of break it up, that. that, and then we'll go ahead and so over here, kind of make that the no, you know what? Go from here. And we'll go ahead and change this color so we can see what we're doing. Let's see, B over here, so it's kind of eyeball it, and yes, that's totally a technical term. Kind of like that. So let's have this piece kind of drag down. That'll break it up a little bit. CFO. There we go. All right, so let's join some of these points so we can start breaking these shapes back up. Bottom one here. And if you can't see what you're doing, press Control Y and just go directly into outlines. And now we can see the shapes and just the outlines of the shapes. And then we can join up all of our stuff and call it a day. All right, so we'll go back here. Before I knock that out, let's give this some room because I want to, let's offset path on these again to give it the bevel that we did over here. Just as, I don't know, just as kind of a design detail. So object, path, offset path, and it should retain the stuff, the settings we had before, the stuff. So, okay there, object, path, offset path, preview it again. Okay, let's give this a little space there. Those are kind of interesting shapes. I'm going to go ahead and merge those, and then Shift M, hold Alt, and then get rid of that piece. All right, so that's kind of the body to our probe here. All right, so that might work. That gives it a little more detail, something to play around with. All right. And to do, we might end up moving this piece like that so it starts to look like that box shape, like up here. So maybe something like that. Might have to move it back though, because once I'm thinking we can distort this thing just fine, but you know, we might actually do that first. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try object transform, and let's just go straight into, I forget where it is. It's under effect, isn't it? Distort and transform. Let's try free distort, and just grab that one piece. If I just move this in like that. Let's see. Let's do this again. Let's join these first. So Control G to group. Effect. Distort and transform. Free distort. And just drag the top out. Be like that. Hit OK. And maybe right about there. This looks like it needs to be maybe a hair bigger now. Maybe like that. And let's go ahead and we'll distort this as well. So object, and this one's going to be a little bit trickier. And I've already forgotten where it's at. Distort and transform, free distort. And let's see if we can get close in here. We might have to delete a side and just remirror it again. Might work, but we'll see how accurate that is. All right, so there we go. So let's go ahead and select these and hit Object, Expand Appearance, and that will put the polygon shapes where we want them now. And this bottom one, we need to somehow, let's try to match the bevel a little bit, all right, from the top. So let's give it a little more breathing room, and we'll just simply maybe add another little piece. That. And let's go ahead and just to be safe, align the selection. Oh, hit the wrong one. Control Z, this one. Shift M, we'll shape build that one back. And we need to take just a little bit off the inside, I think. This time hold Alt. There we go. All right, so we gave it kind of a little bit of a bevel. It almost looks like it's smiling at us, which is okay. All right. Sci-fi barbecue picnic table. I'm going to get something to eat. It's nice that we're on the same wavelength. Okay, so now that when we distorted this, we only distorted one side. I wonder if I should have, looking at the sketch, we had both sides going. So let's do that a little bit more. So Effect, Distort and Transform, Free Distort, and instead of pulling this one in, do I want to do that? Let's try just a hair. Like that. Okay, so Object, Expand Appearance. And there we go. We have our left side of our satellite. So Control C to copy, Control F to paste in front, the letter O to go into mirroring, hold Shift, and drag to the left. And there we go. We have our satellite probe shape. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to take this bigger ellipse and we are going to arrange and send to back. All right, and then these guys we're going to align to artboard. We're gonna have to fix this, but I'm going to align it center. All right, and it piled it up. So let's just cursor everything into place. Like that. All right, so let's select all these and Control G to go ahead and group it. So we have kind of our satellite shape. So let's bring this down kind of into place. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this to front, Object Arrange, bring to front, and we will change this to the color here. So, all right, so this looks like a pretty big range. It's somewhere in between orange and gold. It looks like. I kind of like this one, and I want to stick to colors that are like super saturated. So a cool little plugin for I'm using Firefox, and I know they have it for Chrome as well, is to use this little ColorZilla eyedropper. So I'm just going to select this, and let's take let's grab a color. Let's see, let's do more orange for now. All right, so it copied it to clipboard. So now I should be able to come over here, and we'll flip this back to RGB. And I should have a hex value that I can Control V and paste in. I got to get rid of the little hash symbol first, so. And there we go. We have the orange. But I want to go back to HSB because I think I want this to be a little more on the orange side. So we'll drag the hue over. And then we'll pull the saturation way up. So kind of like that. All right. So the other thing about Venus is it has this little swirl thing. So we got to figure out how you want to do that marbling effect. That's going to be interesting. So let's see. Before I get into that, remember we were talking about breaking this out? Let's see what it would look like real quick. Let's go ahead and make copies of this. And we're going to drag this over. And I'm going to hide my guides. And get rid of this shape back here. Let's just see what this would look like. So we've got the probe is pretty big. And we want to be aware that we're going to have text outside, right? So we want to make sure we leave enough room for that stuff. So let's just go ahead and we'll use Shape Builder and see what this would look like at a 45. That's kind of an interesting shape. You guys like that? You guys like it at a 45, or do you like it as more of a, you know, we're gonna do the detail, of course, but let's see. Should we keep it at a 45, or should we do it centered up? What do you guys think? A grill's something to cook hamburgers, but in space, my man. Oh, what did Artistic Soda? What did you post? Ooh, I love that. Okay, is it supposed to read go? I'm reading go. Is it supposed to read go? It looks cool. Jason, we're designing. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Soda? So, need to fix the gradient issue on the right. I don't know. It's doing. Oh! What are you trying to get there? You mean this hard edge? If this is well, I need to see what is this an Illustrator? Because if it's doing this, do you have a path that's ending here somehow? You know what? That might be something we should get into. Actually, I haven't looked a whole lot into it, but maybe Travis and I should try to play around with gradient maps in Illustrator and see if that might be where you want to go. Finky says centered. Looks good at a 45. 45. I'm seeing more 45s than centered. I think. Yeah, I'm thinking a 45 angle might be kind of cool for this one. So we'll do the 45, right? Negative 45. Is that? Yeah, negative 45. I never like remember which way it's gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna keep building it centered and symmetrical for now, and then we will move it to the 45 angle. So with this planet, I want to put. All right, let's figure out colors here real quick. All right, let's see what we want to do here. We know we need to object offset path. We got to leave room for some text. And what did I have? I want to do kind of a. Let's switch this back to round. And oh, I always do that. I don't mean to punch it in the meter. I mean to punch it into the offset. 20's not enough. Let's try 60. Give us plenty of room. Okay. So let's see. We need a space color. Actually, that added a lot of points. So let's just do this. We'll just copy this layer and make a new one that way. That's better. Okay, object. Unlock all. So should we just make this simply darker? Maybe something like that, and our stars all happen in here. We're gonna do. Let's figure out the probe like beams here. That's gonna be that might end up kind of tricky. So before I get into that, I feel like we need something centered here. Something that looks like it's inset. something like that. And so another thing that's cool with the align stuff is that you can align just points, which comes in super handy. So align to artboard and just make sure these points are aligned. Like that. And then hopefully it's close enough that I can use Pathfinder. All right, there we go. So hopefully this will give it kind of a, make it look like it's been inset just a hair. And let's put a little notch in the top. Shift M to go into shape builder, and then let's hold Alt and get rid of the notch here. All right, so I feel like it needs something else in the center here though, you know, like what if we did, this is just quick to give us an idea. Maybe something to kind of give it some depth. It needs to be a little bit bigger though. I think we're gonna start losing details. And it almost looks like a face. So maybe what we do, I have no idea what's playing, but it's very strange all of a sudden. I'm sorry if I'm getting quiet. I'm thinking. Maybe it needs to be something more like that. I think it's getting there. Now this bottom one though might be too big. Oop. Maybe that helps. I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now and see what happens. What's up, Bad Monkey? Oh, I never saved this. So yeah, we need to like save. I just hit Control S and it was, hey, look what you forgot. All right, so we're gonna call this the Pizarro because that's the mission. Okay. All right. What's up, Bat Monkey? Hi, Erica. It's the Rick. We will get to a bacon font one day. It could be a Transformer Guardian. It might be a Transformer. Nice, Bat Monkey. Do you post that for everybody that's streaming? It looks like a sleeping Cyclops. Hey, we're getting somewhere. It looks like something. I think we are going to do a raid tonight. Ask Jason. Let's see. Face Off is on tonight, so I'm lurking. Is that the makeup thing, or is that the Nicolas Cage movie? It's a command. Wolves Illustrator is so much fun, dude. You gotta jump in, and it's a blast. Especially once you start scaling stuff, and it's like magic. All right. It's magic, I tell you. Okay, so we're keeping this one a little bit simpler. We're not doing any like breakout shapes or anything for the most part. Let's just focus on a circle because circles are hard enough. All right. So our orange down here, let's do a copy of that and turn it into a basketball. Let's try to reuse some colors. So let's see how that's gonna look. All right. You know what? I want to make a copy of this circle, and we'll save it over here. And that doesn't look right. Our shadow circle thing. Needs to be more like this. Let's go to outlines and see where that's going to land us. Like that. Now it looks like a frowny face. Maybe we don't do a shadow right off the bat. Maybe it's going to end up lower. Let's try lower. And if that still doesn't work, we'll go to plan W. All right. Outline, so we're just going to have a little bit of a shadow way down here. Then let's try this. I'm gonna try just darkening this. So maybe the reusing the blue isn't gonna work. We might need another. Something like that. It's flying over. All right, so I'm not quite happy with it. Let's try if these were, maybe it'll look better if it's more evenly distributed. What's Cora? It's always funny. I don't know what Cora is. Tell me what. I got a daughter named Cora, but not spelled that way. So color-wise, yeah. So here's real quick. Let's go back to our reference. So, I mean, it's not red. Venus is like between a gold and an orange. Except that one looks like lava. Is that really? You know, so it could be. I'm trying to keep more towards orange so it doesn't look like we're trying to make Mars. Oh, that's gross. What is that? It snows metal and rains sulfuric acid. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I want to visit. So it's more, yeah, I mean, the lame reason NASA gave up on. So I don't know. Let's stick to more of an orange like we got, you know. I mean, I guess we could throw a little bit of yellow in there. I'm not feeling the gradient though. So maybe we don't do a gradient. By gradient, I mean these two colors here, and maybe it's more. Maybe we try to put the... I'm trying to think of how to put the marbling effect in. I'm thinking hard. Mustafar. Core is a Q&A site. Just Google it. It's pretty fun. Questions and answer site? Well, see, watch here. This is what my brain was going to. I think it was in that Aries patch we came on. We came across. That didn't sound right. See how it's the dark side of the moon or planet, and then you just see the sunlight hitting the other side. You know, something like that might be, you know, maybe we do something. Maybe it does need to be a lot thinner. Because I like this, I like that look. What if we, because then would the blue... Let's try that. We can always go back and grab that one if we need it. So let's try that. I want to do the little flare around it. Let's bring my guides up. And let's see, the best way to do the little flare. Maybe we'll just play with the with live corners a little bit. So all right, we're gonna. I don't know what the best solution is for this, so we're just gonna kind of experiment here. All right, let me drag these off, and we're gonna work on them over here. I want to get rid of. Oops, didn't want to do that. I want to get rid of just this edge. Path here, and then we're gonna join. All right, so let's try this. Control C, Control F, press R. Drag our center point down here. Let's try that, and then we're going to scale it down slightly. Don't know if this is going to work, but we will see. I guess, you know, we could do... We're doing the very manual method. We could probably just do a... Oops, I want to drag a point first. We might just use... Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't like that. Well, I don't know. Maybe... Nah, that's gonna look more like mountains or something. Let's play with the star tool. And let's do... let's see what 30 looks like. It was kind of an interesting little starburst shape to put behind there. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't want it to be so harsh though. It looks like it. I'm kind of glad we're gonna end up turning this thing to a 45 because everything's looking like monster shapes to me. I don't know why. It looks like faces. So let's see. I don't know if I'm set on this blue. Maybe I want to go more towards that color. So let's pull like that. All right. So save this blue. And uh-oh, our things move down here. Let's try working off this one. That. And should this be like that? I definitely like that better than that, than the gradient. Let's see, how would we get the... Let's try something else. Sorry if I'm going quiet, I'm thinking. And it makes my brain hurt. Isn't there a way to like jitter it? Can I just use... see. Let's see. Object path, outline stroke. Then we need to select that. Uh-oh. This one not outline? Object path, outline stroke. Okay, there it goes. Select that. Maybe. Okay, do I have to do it one at a time? Okay, it outlined it. All right, let's just do it one at a time because something's acting up. All right, so. Oh, it's taking it out of the middle there. Let's see. A better way to do this would be to go like this. Yeah, why didn't it outline all these? Okay, object path. outline stroke. Now this one, object path, outline stroke, object path, outline stroke. All right, so now let's move this one up. All right, so Control C, Control F, object, arrange, bring to front. Select these guys, Pathfinder, and crop. And then we need to send it backwards. Gives us a little bit of the marbling. Maybe if we keep pushing that type of style, it might work. All right, chat, what you got? I think the worst pentagon I've ever drawn. Let me look. Oh, that's cool. Okay, it's sketches. I'm glad to see this. Space patch, Neptune initiative. Oh, so are you gonna make it like orbit? It's looking like it's gonna orbit. That'd be cool. This would be cool too. Doing text around a pentagon. So luckily, a pentagon, even if you are, rough at sketching one, and I am too, don't worry about it. Once you jump into Illustrator, your problems are fixed. Polygon, click. 5. Okay, bam. We got a perfect one. Problem solved. There you go. So I think that'd be pretty cool to make a patch out of a pentagon. That's gonna look sharp. Is this gonna be what's the focal point here? 'Cause that's a cool shape. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. It's on Mars, not on Venus. The Pathfinder. I think you can't land anything on Venus, right? So it doesn't look like a frowny face. Well, if we go back to, if we look at that Aries example again. Yep, the sky is a different color, so it's not. So yeah, I don't think we have to make it a flat black, but you're right. We might have to brighten the sky up to get the contrast we're looking for there. So, say we did, and actually that might help. Let's try flipping some colors here. So this one, maybe it makes sense to brighten this up. Actually, maybe we can use this area for text, but now it's going to be hard to do it at an angle. Like once we rotate this, maybe we can get text in there somehow. Maybe the date, the Roman numerals, just like right there, might look pretty cool. And then we do the, we do the name, the Roman numerals, and then we do unraveling the morning star around it. That might actually work. What do you guys think? Is the outline stroke? Yeah, let me look at that. All right, so let me put this back first before I forget. That would save me so much time if that is the case. Okay, there's my really awkward shape. Bump this up. Come on, be there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Don't see outline stroke. Ah, am I not seeing it? Group join average. Make guides. Make guides. Yeah, you can do masks. Nah, I don't see it. That would be slick if you could do right click and just do outline stroke right there. But before I give up, let me check. You guys, am I missing it? Ooh, Matt's posted more links. What's he got? Ooh, SpaceX stuff. Oh, I wonder if oh, look at this. Look at the Falcon one. Did you guys see that one? This one down here. Oh, I like that one. That's cool. It's got a shamrock. That's really cool. There's a lot more colors in these, isn't there, Matt? These look sharp. This must be real deal. SpaceX Dragon. There's a lot going on in that one. Holy cow. I wonder how big this patch is in real life. It looks, I mean, you can see the threading. I wonder if it's very big. They got a lot of them called Dragon, huh? The Falcon has a shamrock. There's a shamrock hidden in the earth back there. There's a shamrock hidden in all of them. Wait, they all have shamrocks. What is it just for luck? There's a shamrock. They put a shamrock in all of them. There it is. There it is. First Flight doesn't have one. When did they start introducing shamrock? Falcon 1 has a shamrock. This one doesn't. Now this is like, find the shamrock. There is. There's a shamrock in all of their patches. Is it on that one? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Give it luck, huh? Need the crank effect from Evan's yellow lines. You mean, how did I do that? Hidden Mickeys. So, if you're asking about the tool, I've never actually tried it before either. I just remember seeing it. It's called the wrinkle tool, and it's under the the width tool and the warp tool. If you go down to wrinkle tool, you can just go. So how did I make it? I made it go like. Maybe there's like settings for it. Ooh. It's funny as you just like hold it over, it looks like it's alive. It kind of gets worse. I don't understand how it's working just yet, but it's kind of cool. But it's a wrinkle tool. Is there, if I right click, is there settings on here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is working. I've never used it before in my life. There's nothing. I'm not seeing any settings open up for it. Man, it adds a ton of points though. Yeah, it's the wrinkle tool. All right, so we need some stars. Yeah? Polygon tool, let's go to star tool, but we just want 4 points. And I got the hiccups. 25 and 50 might be okay. We'll see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and... Nah, we got to turn the radius up higher than that. So Star tool. Let's do 15 and 50. Okay. There we go. And then live corners. Let's get these ends and round them just a hair. Yeah, and you got our stars. And that's one big giant star. So let's so we're still going to try to attempt to do something kind of tricky. We might fail miserably, but you know what? For this guy, let's find a brighter blue. Because some of our stars are going to be that color too, I think. That. I don't know if that'll work or not. We haven't figured it out yet. We're still in like experimental land. And we need some over on this side. And honestly, I'm not dead set on the blue color yet, so we're getting there. Kind of like that. All right. So decision time. How are we gonna do this beam thing? Also, you know what? I don't think I had like trails going on, but that might be too much. You guys think so? It might be too much. Do you still want to add the probe beam? So probing the surface. Yeah, Daniel, that's actually what I was talking about. So in the sketch, let me hide this. I had two things going on. I had the beam thing, and then I actually had like a trail behind it. But I think the trail is gonna be. It might be too much. I think we just need the beam. So we could just do. We could just use a blend mode. But I think it's only gonna affect. Yeah, see, I don't even know how much it's gonna affect yet. So let's get in here, and I figure the beam is gonna start. Off this. This is kind of our. And we'll just put this point down here somewhere. All right, so now we need this point to align to center. Now I can't stress it enough. I might just totally just fail this miserably, but let's see what happens. All right, so let me drag this off so we can work on it. Control C, Control F, the letter O to mirror. And make sure you have snapping on, because then you can do that, where you can see, you know, where both shapes will kind of glue together a little bit. And actually, I joined those points, but I don't need that middle one. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it and just do some cleanup. And then down here, let's do the same. All right, so now we should be able to center this back up. All right, and this is where things are going to get a little weird. Let's first try blend modes. Where's my blend modes? Where'd they go? Okay, normal. Let's try. I don't like soft light. Okay, another thing we need to do is I'm going to lock it by pressing Control 2, and we need to pull our planet object arrange, bring front. Okay, so now object unlock. So what I don't know if I want to just do blend mode. I don't think I want to do a blend mode. I just clicked on different as I spit all over my desk, and this just gave me an idea. See how it turned the probe orange? We could just reuse this yellow, right? So I'm gonna Control C, Control F. We're gonna make a copy. Oh, purple. Hey, that's cool. Now, if we go back to this star is gonna have to move. It cuts off really weird. And we need another one for the other side to kind of balance. All right, so let's go back to normal. Change this color to the yellow. Control M. All right, so that might work. All right, so now let's go back to normal on this guy. Normal, and maybe I'm thinking. I don't know yet. Punch him to the back. All the way back. Let's go. There we go. Going forward a hair. That is this color. Let's turn this guy white for now. Can't decide. Okay, I feel like this is too much. But I don't want to introduce new colors. Maybe we do just kind of bring it down. Like that. All right, I think we can kind of let's move our sketch out of the way. We don't need to be right on top of it anymore. Oh, what do you guys think? It looks like it's scanning it. Yeah, the purple was nice. Draw not seems only brighter tall effect. Draw not seems the beam or the oh yeah oh okay you guys talk about the trail. Yeah, we're not doing the trail. I think the beam is gonna be enough. Maybe divide it all and change the other yellows to the same yellow. Which are the yellows? I feel like it's getting there though, right? It's looking like it's getting there. I don't know if I need to... Do we need to chop these stars in half? Let's see what it looks like if we do. And then the stars would become... Oh wait, I just up and screwed that up. All right, hold on. Object, arrange, bring to front. I just got, all right, I'm lost now. All right, so these, okay, where are these? You know what? All right, fine. Maybe divide, Pathfinder, divide. Man, where do my copies go? All right, why you give me troubles? Make sure. All right. Control C, Control F. Right? There should be copies here. Yes. Okay. Now, Control C, Control F. Object, arrange, bring to front. I must have hit something bizarre before. All right. Now, Pathfinder, crop. Something weird's happening. Man, why is this screwing up? Why do you have an outline all of a sudden? Select, same. I was running into some weirdness earlier too. Alright, what just happened? Okay, this is blue, right? There's no outline on these. Let's just, alright, we'll just divide it and be safe. Okay, crop went all sorts of weird, but whatever. So this need to be the yellow. Sorry that took so long to get to that. Boy, we're just trying to like see if we want to do it. Actually, maybe they should be this color. There, now it looks like it's in front of the stars, the whole beam thing. Man, my brain hurts. Yes! Control S! Alright. I'm thinking. Thinking, what is happening? Object path. Offset path. No, we need like 20. Okay. I don't know if I like the orange border. You know what? Just so I have a peace of mind, it always looks better on darker backgrounds. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in background here. And this will be 1280, 1280. I want it the same colors as this, so we'll lock you for now. All right. That helps me helps me see a little bit more of like the contrast and Control S. What's the light blue thingy want to be behind the planet? That's just, it helps illustrate that it's the morning star, the nickname. Mac likes the border. Yes. Right on. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play with some type. I'm gonna get rid of some of the copies of stuff we had going on. Actually, I'll save this, but Control C, Control F. Make a copy just so we don't mess it up later. We have something to come back to. Now let's go ahead and go to that 45-degree angle. And that looks kind of cool. actually. I like that. Even though we got a lot of blue colors going on, it's not like too many, because we are trying to keep the color count down. All right, so let's play around with some type treatments. How are we going to do this? So the P-I, how did I spell that? Let me look at my, hold on, let me look at my book. P-I-Z-A-R-R-O. P-I-Z-A-R-R-O. And we'll go ahead and use white for the text color. And then I feel like this should have like a serif style. Do you guys feel like it should be like official, like a serif, like, I don't know. What do I got? Actually, that kind of looks sharp. Bold. It's a little bit wide though. Don't know if we can have something that wide, but that... This part could take hours. Fontland. On-ramp. MMX 1, 2, 3. MMXX 1, 2, 3. And if we have, you know what? Maybe will howl work? I feel like we need something condensed for the number so I can make it larger. Interstate condensed. Can't decide. I mean, I think I like the font treatment. The romance numerals? Wingding. Impact. Sans font might work a little better. Yeah, we ended up going with a sans font. Can I post a link? Yeah, man, come on, post that link. All right, we gotta permit him. Thank you, Swamp Meat. Orange. You like the orange? Ah, yeah, see? Very cool. Oh, you know what? You just pointed something out. You know, I'm going to borrow your stars. Because I rotated all them at a 45 too, and I didn't intend to do that. Yeah, it's looking cool. The blue planet. I like how you have a border, you know, for the inside, the interior, which is nice. Looking good, dude. Looking good. I approve. Checking the old Twitters. All right. If anybody else has stuffs, let's see them. I want to see them. Matt's got more links. Oh, look at this gold mine. I did see, it wasn't a patch, but I saw an astronaut riding a shark, a green shark, which was pretty cool. I wonder what this one is. Atlas 2. Oh, this is interesting. You guys see this? This one right here? That's an interesting shape. I wonder what that was. Doesn't have the, like, I don't see a mission name, do you? Akers, Bowersox, Covey, Musgrave, Hoffman. See, you notice that as well. If you look at some of these patches, notice that the top, right, the text on top is sitting, you know, it's sitting, how do you put it? It's not reversed. And then the bottom is also sitting, like, upright. But then, like, the patch next to it, it's just one complete circle, so the bottom is flipped. Was this 1972? Must be. So we have to decide, you know, when you're making patches, that's an interesting take on it, is the having the astronaut names be on the interior rather than around it. That's a change of pace. That's cool. That hexagon, or that might be more of an octagon. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, this is nice. I love the. It looks like wings behind it, but it's the flags. Very cool. Thank you, Matt. What is this? Okay. Wizard riding a telescope. I dig it. So, the only issue with turning all these now is I got to recut those stupid stars that were giving me problems. And we'll move this one over. Those. All right, let's do this again real quick. I'm making sure it's not grouped or anything. These two stars, I need to copy all this. Control C, Control F, divide. Please don't put some weird outline again. At that time, it just worked. I don't know what I did before, but whatever. All right, so there we go. Let's grab. Oh, it's a guinea pig. Scared of it. Okay, let's do a copy of this circle on the outside because we're going to use it as our path for text. Okay, so type on a text, type on a path tool, not type on a text tool. Start here, and I had, what did I have? I had unraveling. Let's do secrets of the morning star. I feel like we need. So we still are on interstate. What was that other one? Was off ramp. Off ramp might be too heavy though. I feel like we need another font. It was called off ramp. Why am I not seeing it? Maybe we need. Well, let's go back to, maybe there's another weight of interstate because I want to keep fonts consistent. Interstate, let's just do regular. And then let's play the font area. Let's do caps. Size it down. That. All right. So, and then we're going to play with the, where are they? Our ends here. Come on. There it is. All right. So select that. And so we're going to make, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 copies. And I'm going to start where the planet is. Unraveling secrets. I don't know if my grammar's right or whatever, but let's play with the spacing. All right. And then Control C, Control F. This one. These little, like, I don't even know what they're really called, but they come in super handy. What are those called? The little. Except, can I make that do that? I'm gonna have to. Let's put back in, and let's bump up spacing. Let's try 100. Let's try 125. No, let's try 110. Okay, and then this side. Let's get rid of. And if we bump this up to 110 as well, we almost get it. Maybe it should be unraveling the secrets of the morning star, right? So now kind of like that. Just looking at it, taking a step back. I kind of like it. You like it? Yeah, the clicky keyboard is mechanical. Yeah, Chuck Norris. Yeah, the octagon. Yeah, what are those things called? I don't know. They're not technically handles, right? They're the like the start and stop points of the type. I don't know the technical wordage of it. Okay, so somebody tweeted me to Twitters. Let's see, what do we got? Ooh, we got stuff. Okay, let's go to the beginning. Oh yeah, because I posted what are you guys working on? That's pretty cool. I like I actually, it's funny. I like the drawing, but then my eye goes right to the wavy pattern because I'm a pattern addict, and so it's like double bonus. Very nice, Luigi. Let's see. What is this? Carson Edwards with an E. Is this an ad? Or it looks like a basketball game that I missed. Unraveling secrets of the Morning Star might be more grammatically correct. Yeah, or accurate. Yeah, maybe you're right. I go back and forth. Sinful Wasters. Oh. That's a cool mascot. It's like Resident Evil with horns. That's pretty slick. Ah, and I recognize the font. Double bonus. That's cool. Make the shadow planet pop more from the border. Make the planet shadow. Well, see, I like that it's part of the border. Because then we're able to use the negative space to place the Pizarro thing. Overlay. I don't. Sorry, Tom. I'm not going to load up the Twitch link right now. Rejected logo mark focused on the client's last name, Lightheart. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you can get rid of that. Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I see where it's going. But it could like look like other shapes. Man, that's a hard one. It's on the right track. I ran into something similar when I was trying to use a light bulb in a word mark, and I was trying to force it to be used in place of the letter E. Man, it was for so long it was almost there, but I couldn't get it all the way to work, and it was. I kept trying. What? Wait, what? Try an advertisement. Okay, that's cool. I always like that packaging. Man, I want to do packaging. Practice for magazine cover assignment and graphics arts class. Hope he doesn't land on that tent. Extreme etiquette. That's cool. Yep. So I would just lose the drop shadow, to be honest, and just do flat text. Drop shadows are, I don't know, I like them when they're used subtly, I can't talk. And usually when the text is, when the text is lighter, I don't know, when it's a saturated color with a drop shadow, it can get blurry. So I would probably lose the drop shadow and wait. You can lose that E, can't you? Etiquette? Right? TTE? How many T's are in etiquette? Okay, so there might be some spelling going on. But if etiquette ends with an E, can't you get rid of the E here too and space the letters out? Extreme etiquette. Huh. Well, I'm digging it. So this is cool. Playing with some type effects, some blurs, 3D stuff in Photoshop. Nice. Yeah, man. Do any of you guys remember when the big fad was resolution lines and things? I like this though. This diagonal lines. I can't think. Why couldn't I think of the word diagonal? The diagonal lines remind me of a trend I went through and years ago where everything was like resolution lines, like horizontal resolution, like screen resolution. Sorry. What else? Ooh, Blake. That's sharp. Midori. That's nice, dude. Let's see what Raven's got here. Oh, that's cool. Man, can we blow it up? I like that. Oh, I love the colors. I love the color palette used. And the lettering. The lettering looks sharp. I wonder if that's a font or if that's hand done. Whatever it is, it turned out pretty cool. Man, I love the colors. That looks cool. I love this Midori one. Ooh. So doing a credit card screen, huh? The only thing that's like throwing me off is this line. What? I'm not sure what this. If it might just be an artifact or, you know, what's happening with the line. I guess this was the name text field. Card number. It'd be interesting to see this in action. But yeah, dude, I like it. Good job, Derek. All right, pretty cool, guys. Let's finish off this patch. You know, the other big thing that I have to get that I miss when I stream by myself, and I'm sorry, Travis, but I can never hear the music he's got playing. So it's nice having music. I remember Too Advanced. Yep. Kendall, no, you can post it. Post it here. We'll permit you. Etiquette is misspelled unless that is on purpose. I think it might have just been done that way. What is this? What is this? This is pretty cool. Those Nerf bullets? Oh, I dig it. What? That kind of looks like my guinea pig in the morning when he's angry. Are you up? I don't know what that is, but I love it. What is it? What is it, Kendall? I love it. That's really cool. Oh, very nice. All right, so we're pretty sure we can get rid of this right? Which actually I like, because then I can even out the spacing on both sides, or the letter spacing. And let's go ahead and we'll kind of go closer to our probe a little bit. I feel like we need something right here in this like dead zone, but I don't know what to put there. And yes, we could do. Should we add that? When it's just a probe, do they call it a mission? take this back to 0. And maybe we can justify this with the date. Might be the way to go on this. We have to be careful though, because honestly, if this was to be embroidered, I think this font, I think it needs to be a little bit bigger actually. Then I can create outlines. And we're doing this kind of quick. I don't know if it should be justified or not. Or not justified, but the same width. Nah, maybe not justified. That looks off. This is bothering me. Where could that go? Where can we put that? Extra wubby it is. A stray star in that empty space. Yeah. Just to kind of break it up, because it does just feel like empty space up there. Unraveling secrets of the morning star. Swan Meat, is that grammatically correct? Unraveling secrets of the morning star. Oh, it's an active still life? That's cool. Do you really have a thing that looks like that? The thing with the mustache? I see the Lego and the books and all that. What and where did this stuff come from? Because I want one. Yeah, put a shamrock there. We'd be a SpaceX. You know, though, we could do... That does bring up something else. Maybe we do... We could make a fake, like, logo. Actually, I had, like, maybe... I had some little shapes. I had these little, like, icon shapes. Like, just real little quick... bloop, bloop, bloop things. Maybe we take one of those and use it as, like a logo almost. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I had one that I kind of liked. It was... See that one? Wait, I don't want to move that over. So it was just, I don't know, maybe this little icon shape will help. Let's try it. Yeah? So... Don't want to join that just yet. Had... Alright, sorry I got quiet. Concentrating. Alright, so let's grab these, and we gotta go. I'm gonna drag these over the center. So we can. Wait a sec, where's my guide? Oh, yeah, see, it's too far away. Let's align. Center them up. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. Oh, what did I hit? This is weird. What is that? That's not what I want at all. Where did you come from? Okay. Weird things are afoot. Circle K. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Without having to make copies of everything again, let's just... This... Control M, and I should just be able to get rid of the ends here. Get rid of that. I don't know, it's just some random shape. Find a home for it. It means absolutely nothing. It would have helped if I grouped it all together. Oh no. I thought maybe it would help, but now I'm not sure if some little icon thing helps or not. I mean, it is totally just like after the fact, you know. I feel like something would help though, you know, like the space that it's using here. I don't know. What did you press to merge them like that? The chart tool? Yeah, I guess, you know, Excel is in Illustrator. I was like, hey, we can do spreadsheets. Bucky O'Hare? What is that? Dude, oh, Daniel, I do that so often. When I'm drawing in a sketchbook and I'll fill my fingers doing Control Z, my left hand, and then the other big thing is when I'm using the tablet and I flip the stylus over to erase something, I'll use my other hand to wipe away eraser dust that's not there. It's a trip. Man. Yeah. Maybe at the side of Pizarro. Yeah. I can't figure out where it would live. I feel like it would help. Something would help. it's also, you know, to be honest though, you couldn't embroider something that small at all. Like this patch would have to be kind of big to embroider that thing. What can we do? I'm gonna take it out for now. You know, I mean, like, do I still have those SpaceX ones open? Oh, dang, did I close that out? I think I closed it. I wanted to see, doesn't it, Marth? Oh, it's like, wait a minute. And I'll just do it, and then it'll be like, you know, 30 seconds to a minute later, I realize, wait, I just did it again. Like divider lines. Like, yep, maybe just something. Did it happen again? Look at that, Matt. Do you see that? What is going on with my crop tool tonight? Oh, I did. Never mind. I see what I did. I thought I cleared the edge, but I guess not. Why can't I select this other one? Gimme. Yeah, maybe just something simple. Just to kind of, you know, fit the dead space there a little bit. I don't know. Maybe this should also be orange. All right. I don't know. I'm calling it done. I think I like how it ended up. Go to object expand, and then it will turn into a shape. Yeah. Wait. Oh, you mean instead of outline stroke? Put the symbol in front of. I don't know if I left enough room for it. I'm gonna leave it how it is. Maybe 3 of them. I don't know. I like how it just kind of breaks things up. You know, we didn't even get to the TIE Fighter one. I wanted to do the TIE Fighter one too. Dang. Man, see what I mean though? You sit down and like 3 hours goes by super quick. Yeah, that thing was a little bit too much. Space etiquette. Aries. I don't know. I like how it turned out. I mean, we brought it a long way from this, right? Like that was, it's crazy how just this little like thing we're able to use the magic of Illustrator and turn it into something pretty cool. I'm gonna group this actually. Maybe, you know, we do have, I like the negative space, but maybe we can bump it up just a hair more, and that will make it feel a little bit more substantial. There we go. Yeah. Unraveling Secrets of the Morning Star. I'm proud of it. Yes, Matt. Do you guys read the comment Matt just posted about thread direction? That's a huge part of and also that's how you can tell a really good embroiderer from a not so great one is the way, I don't know if you might have heard people say that if you ever have gotten something embroidered, they'll usually say we have to send the file out to be digitized. That's what that person does, is that they figure out which directions the thread goes. And people that can do that really well, the end embroidery turns out like so much better. You'll find stuff where like the kind of low end embroidery, hopefully I'm not stepping on toes or anything, but it's like all the threads go the same direction, you know. When you'll find other embroiderers will figure out, like, they'll change the direction on the thread and that'll just make it crisper. You know, the end image comes out a lot cleaner because, you know, threads go in one direction, you're going to end up with, like, it's almost like anti-aliasing. Maybe that's a good way to put it, you know. It's like not having that, the edge will just be cleaner. So yeah, so Matt's right. The way that the threads go makes a huge difference. Like, let me look at like, this one. Yeah, this one the threads are going like all over the place. And it makes it look really clean. I was looking at that one again. But the threads in the lettering changes direction based on like the color and whatnot, and it helps like pick it apart. So yeah. So yep. What's up, Stumpy? Or Stumpy? There's an F in there. Sorry, I missed it. The same color thread running in different directions takes on a color shine and light. Yeah. Sorry. Well, let's see. I've got 20 minutes left. I think this thing's like pretty close to like, you know, it's at one of those spots where I'm not gonna figure out what to do with it until I just like leave it for a while and then come back. But it turned out pretty slick. Gonna say we could drop this into Photoshop and do a whole bunch of stuff to make it look like it's actually embroidered, but that's a long process too. I don't know if we have time for it. So maybe, you know what, let's get started on the old TIE Fighter one a little bit and just see where that takes us. Before I get into that though, does anybody have any I think patches are making a comeback, to be honest. I've seen them. I see them a lot in fashion again. You know, like you'll see, especially like flight jackets are coming back into fashion, and flight jackets are perfect for having patches down the arms and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I've always liked patches. When I was a kid, my mom used to help me collect them. Every time we went somewhere that was different, that had a patch. Ooh, you know what? I came across some patches that I bought. These were pretty slick. I forget Man, I'm sorry whoever made these because I forget who made them. Yeah. I don't remember who made these, but where is my window so I can see this stuff? All right, so that was kind of cool. It was a wolf. Very cool. And then the bear with the horseshoe. And talk about like thread direction, like Matt was talking about. It gives them like a nice shine. Like the gray isn't like in these. Only the star and the black threads are threads. Well, they're all threads, but they're like the part that has depth, and then the gray is like a flat, some other fabric. They turned out really cool. And then I've always liked the Medal of Honor ones. I had to frame them because they turned out so cool. But if you ever had played the Medal of Honor stuff, yeah, those are slick. The shark. There's a whole bunch of them. Actually, maybe I can pull that up. The Medal of Honor. No, they're not Draplin. They're I follow, like, it might have been under Patch Game on Instagram. These patches, I'll post them up in the chat. The Medal of Honor ones. If I learned how to digitize embroidery, do you think I could make some money freelancing from it? Yeah, Achilles, I've run into a lot of people that are looking for good digitizers. A lot of them, they have to, like, I don't know, the embroidery people I've come across they usually send them out like, they're not done in the US. Like, I've seen them sent out like, you know, it seems like it's kind of a rare thing. I might be wrong, but to find people that are really good at it. So yeah, if you can get good at it, I've seen people asking for it in my own circles. Like, you know, any of you guys know where a good embroiderer or a good digitizer is? Because the embroidery's down. That's on the machine end. So it's punching that file into the embroidering machine to tell it where to put the stitches and which directions. So it's kind of like it is in a sense an art form all itself, the digitize process. Let's see. I'm trying, Matt, man. Watch, Matt. After the stream, I'll remember and I'll send you the link of where I found these guys. But they're pretty cool, aren't they? I mean, it's an upside down anchor, you know, and a wolf face with an arrow, and you can't go wrong with the eyeball. So, all right. So I also bumped up. I'm going to group this whole thing so I don't lose it. I also bumped up the border, which I think looks sharp. All right, let's go ahead and move all of this off canvas. That is our Zorro one, and let's start a little bit on the TIE Fighter. Now, I kind of did this on purpose. The TIE Fighter, we can build it in the same method that we used for that we did the satellite. So I'm gonna attempt to try this and distort it. You know, is a TIE Fighter wing, is it the same? Is it a perfect hexagon? I don't remember. Or is it's taller, right? It's stretched. Let's look for a TIE fighter wing. It's stretched. Okay, so we go to images. Right, they look like that. So that's a good image. So they are stretched out. So we can do the same thing. So polygon tool, we need 6 sides. That might be too far, just 1. Be like that. And this will be the inside. So the inside and the outside look very similar. We just need the borders, really. So oh, wrong one. That. That? Yeah. And I think for this patch, I wanted to do just black, white, and red. Which, from what I gathered in art school, is that black, white, and red is the best combination of colors to get the most contrast. Patch from almost 20 years ago I did. Can I post? Yes! That's awesome. Pepsi Cup 98. Youth Soccer Association. That's slick. Oh man, I love this. Like this is totally retro for me, dude. Very nice e-shirts. Oh man, that brings back memories. Right on. Oh, Matt, what'd you make? Oh, there we go, Matt. Anderson certified trainer and operator. That is this a real deal? Oh yeah, they came back from your burger shop. Let's say, man, if that is some like action you made, can you share? Because it looks real. That's cool. Yeah, see how big are these in real life? I gotta look at these too. Okay, so that's the digital file. Nice. I love it. They got the rays in there too. That's cool. How? Yeah. What size are these? Like. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. I'm curious. 2 inches about. Yeah, those are tiny. Yep. Very cool. All right. So a TIE fighter wing. Let's go back to the browser window. Oh, it's perfect. Space barbecue. I love it. Yeah, good job. Yep. Let's repost that. What is this? That's cool. Ooh, I love abstract stuff. Man. Oh, that's cool. Very nice, Sam. Yeah, Clear, you need to post stuff. Oh, very cool. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Beast within. Man, nice job. Nice job, everybody. Alright, where's my... What? Where's the TIE Fighter pictures? Where did I put them? TIE Fighter wing. Okay, so... okay, so it's just a... Do I go ahead and put in... Let's center this guy up. Align to artboard. Did I turn off? Yeah, I turned off snapping. It's like, why am I not able to do anything? All right. So I love Shape Builder and that you can just, even if it's just outlines. You can easily, well, almost easily. I gotta click right on the path. There we go. All right, we got a TIE Fighter wing. Let's blow this up a little bit. All right. All right. Effect. Nope. Well. You know, I think we could do it with this. Wow, that's not what we wanted. Horizontal? Nah, it's not gonna work. We might have to, do we have to make it a shape first? I don't want to make it a shape though. Distort. Do I have to outline everything? Yes, and you can use expand as long as you set it to fill the stroke 2. Dang, I didn't want to do that, but we kind of have to. So free distort. Come on. About like that? Yeah. I mean, they're almost like... I don't even know if you would see that much. Alright, I guess maybe you would. Okay. Object, expand appearance. Yeah, it messed up the... Why are you messing it up? Alright. Probably have to like offset path again because now we lose. Probably what I could do is just redraw over it and use it as more of a sketch because, well, I could take this one, Control C, Control F, and then I can just go to bump this up because I didn't want to lose. I wanted to keep the weight. But I can use it as a guide, right? So just draw them back in, very rough, but they're there. Turn snapping off for a sec. Yeah, let's go all the way through because they need to. Oop, I grabbed the wrong one. All right, so now we should be able to do this again. That. Thought I selected this one. All right, let's do it again. All right, there we go. Yeah, it looks wonky. We lost the center of the wing. It moved on us. Come on, you. Got some artifacts here in the middle. There we go. That's better. There we go. All right. Well, we at least got the wing done. And time is almost up. I got into the stupid wing. All right. So before we end, what we're going to do is, now that the Adobe channel is, we stopped streaming at 7 p.m. Pacific, which is right now. We're gonna go raid another channel, all right, another creative channel. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and we're all gonna head over there, all right? So thank you all for tuning in. Next week I'll be gone. Travis will be here by himself. Poor guy. But I'm glad you guys stuck around, and we made some, at least one space badge. And yeah, so we're gonna head on over to the other place, to Shaunalyn, and hey, I can take my time to say bye because I'm the last one up for tonight. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Hope you enjoyed it, and I miss you all already. And I will see you later on. So from everyone at the Adobe channel, right on. We'll see you later. All right, bye.